Hi and welcome to One Way Football's one-on-one fan talk in the studio. Yes, joined here today by a man that is fascinated with everything to do with space, but it's not the only thing that he's fascinated with. He also has a fascination with Chelsea. And I would like to introduce you to him right now. Please welcome Martin. Martin onto the stage. How are we doing then? You okay?
Oh, good afternoon, viewers.
You good, yeah?
The sun's right now, isn't it? That's all right. I'll live with it.
Yeah. If you want to turn a bit more this way, and then yeah. No, that's the other way. It's facing me.
What? Okay.
Yeah. See you more to the microphone if you get what I mean.
Yeah. We didn't do that in rehearsals.
How you been, mate? You alright? Yeah.
Hey, coping, mate. You know.
Yeah.
Waiting for everything to get back to normal.
Settle down.
Yeah.
Like especially with the performance on Saturday.
That was disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing.
Before we get into that though,
yeah.
I want to just ask a little bit about yourself. Obviously, you like I said before, you love everything to do with space. Your job is actually, what do they call it?
Astronomy.
Astronomy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, the project a lot of people know will be Astro Trek, and that is public astronomy. Basically, astronomy for everybody.
Yeah. So it's like if you're interested in stuff like meteorites or the moon and stuff like that, yeah?
Anything that's going on in the night sky,
yeah.
Mostly the planets, the moon.
And I've seen your equipment as well. It's that's not cheap equipment.
No.
That is proper.
There's a fair bit there, yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We're up to 12 telescopes now.
Wow. And are you making this into is it a company-based thing, or is it just you that's?
I'm just keeping it as I've got about 4 assistants that help me throughout the year. Different because during the Scandi season, it's nice to have a Scandi speaker.
Yeah.
And I have people that will help me out it depends who's available.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I have assistants that help me out when it gets very busy.
Okay.
But basically, I don't want to start doing. I don't want to make it exclusive. It's got to be for everybody. It's got to be for the public.
Yeah.
I'm never going to say no to anyone.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea.
So it's for everyone to use then.
Yes.
You know, you can't just like you're not privately going to go. No, I can't deal with you because you're not a big business. Yeah.
Don't want to do that.
And how's it been though? Like through obviously lockdown and that, is it?
Basically, virtually non-existent.
Yeah.
Hit by. I have done the odd private show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to deny it, but of course, if I am doing public shows, I can't have all the telescopes. They won't allow me. They'll only allow me to have one.
Oh wow! Is that to do with the COVID rules?
It's to do with the COVID rules because people are going to be touching and using the telescopes. You see,
where you've got to keep on top of that, wiping it down all the time.
If I am in a private group, I can be in control, and we can. Everybody can do this and that and everything. It's all controlled. But if you've got a lot of telescopes in public, there's no control. So So that's going to be out the window for a while. So private shows I can still do.
Hopefully we get back to normal. I think there's where we live in Gran Canaria. I think they're about to review it again, aren't they? So it might be green light soon.
Yeah, I think.
But that might not mean nothing to us at the moment because it's whether or not people have money to come over, isn't it? You know.
We might see a few people, but will we see numbers? That's the thing.
That's the problem, isn't it? Yeah. We might as well just write this year off again, I think.
Correct,
Yeah. But we're here to talk about football anyway.
Yes.
Okay. So the COVID situation isn't the only bad thing happening in your life.
No.
Because last Saturday you played Leicester in the FA Cup final. And I put that down as a 3-1 win to Chelsea. I think Chelsea are going to steamboat that.
Yes, I seen you predict that score in a podcast somewhere. Thanks very much for that. Well, one thing is, even before the game, as everybody says, it's the FA Cup.
Yeah.
As we all know, the FA Cup has a history. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's not nice when it happens to your team.
No.
Of course. And of course, we can talk about the VAR thing all day.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't change anything.
It was offside though, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Was it like that or was it like that?
It was ridiculously.
Yeah?
I mean, You couldn't get the lines any closer together. To be fair. You couldn't. You couldn't.
Yeah.
It was, and then of course the Leicester goal. There was a handball on VAR before that, and they didn't give that. But that happens in football. I'm not saying that just because Chelsea lost.
No. And we were talking about this before you came onto the set. Chelsea could actually walk away with winning nothing.
Yes, that is a scary bit. If you actually do look at it, and to be honest with you, if you were to put odds on it, you probably get better odds with Chelsea walking away with nothing. Because there's only 2 games to play in the league, and it's going to go down to goal difference more than anything else. And
Liverpool are a point behind you now.
I think I haven't got it in front of me. I was going to. You're probably better at getting it quicker than me.
Liverpool are a point behind you. Obviously, with that win they had yesterday.
Have you got a thing with the goal differences on there? I think
there's only 1 goal difference in between.
Leicester, us, and Liverpool.
Yeah, so Leicester is 21.
21.
You're 22.
22.
And Liverpool are 21. Yeah.
Now the problem is, if you actually look at it, the Leicester game. Which is, when is it? Tuesday or Wednesday? It's one or the other.
Yeah.
The Leicester game, really, we have to win. A draw's no good to us.
Yeah, you have to win that.
We have to win.
That's not going to be easy either.
No, because Leicester are very, very good at closing the door.
Yeah.
They're a good team for doing that. If Leicester know that all they have to do is keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be difficult.
Yeah. It's going to be difficult.
But I mean, with Chelsea's performance, we still have to remember that Chelsea halfway through, well, not even halfway through the season, 3/4 through the season, you switch managers.
Yes.
So, to still be up there is probably a massive achievement anyway. To even in that transfer.
Yeah, a very famous saying: "A game of 2 halves."
Yeah,
we're a game of 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Well, if you know what I mean.
Thomas Tuchel's a brilliant manager.
He's been amazing. The transformation, even from the very first game, you see it was totally played completely different. Totally different. And Frank, I think a lot of Chelsea fans would agree. Frank should never been given the job.
He spent a lot of money, didn't he? It's like they give that blank checkbook and went, you just put what you want to spend and we'll give it you.
But he spent them on the right players though, didn't he?
I think the squad that you've got are good.
It's fancy, excellent squad. Very happy with it.
Probably one of the best squads in that league, I would say.
It's certainly up there. If you looked at it, imagine if we'd have played the whole season like that.
Yeah.
We'd certainly be with Manchester City, if not above them.
Yeah.
Could be.
It's just one of them things, isn't it? Obviously, with the no fan scenario here and everything like that, I think next season's going to be an even tougher season because if we get the fans back to normality, it's just going to be an even bigger push for teams now because they've got that 12th man behind them again.
Well, that'll be the same for all teams.
Yeah,
obviously, yeah.
But I'm saying this season's been a lot harder because of it. Every ground that you go to, there's no home, there's no away. It's just neutral, to be fair, isn't it?
But a lot of TV pundits say, well, that takes a little bit of pressure off the players.
Yeah, in a sense.
The crowd puts the pressure on the players.
Yeah,
you would say. That's what the big nuts have been saying on TV.
Like Anfield and that, and
of course,
that is just immense. The way they get behind the players, whatever. It really pushes them.
Yes, of course. Yeah, of course, it makes a massive difference.
Do you think that next season you'll be up in the top 4, or maybe challenging?
I'm worried about being in the top 4 this season.
Yeah.
To be honest, is a scenario. You've lost the FA Cup. You could be out the top 4.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, if you put the money on it, you'd say there's a good chance we could be, and we could lose the Champions League. However, I don't know if we lose the Champions League and Man City are champions. Does that mean it goes down to 5th spot?
Yeah, no. This is the thing, isn't it? I think
does it or doesn't it?
I'm sure it might be 5. Because you've got because this season as well. If United win the Europa League, they're in the Champions League spot. They're in the Champions League spot anyway.
Exactly.
Do you get right? So,
but does that mean you just get an extra Europa League spot?
Yeah, no.
Answers on a postcard.
Yeah. Comment below what you think.
Well prepared.
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about here.
I think the game that you needed to to get the 3 points against was against us, weren't it, Arsenal?
Yeah.
And it was a lucky goal.
It was you can't play fantastic all the time, but it was a ridiculous mistake.
Yeah.
It was a bad one.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a bad
If
one.
I'd looked at the game, it should have been 0-0, I think.
Yeah. But it was a bad mistake from one of our best players,
Yeah.
who plays near enough in every single match, Jorginho.
Yeah.
You know, it was. But then again, you can look at it. The goalkeeper shouldn't have been where he was.
It's like you've kind of sealed your fate in that top 4 spot kind of thing. You know, you've now got it's do or die, isn't it now?
If we beat Leicester,
Yeah.
that'd be great. That'd be fine.
Yeah.
As regarding the Champions League, we know we can beat City. Again, that's a final.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
I mean, so it is Leicester you've got next, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Leicester, and then you've got Aston Villa. You've only got 2 games to play. Like,
Aston Villa, if you go through the anagram,
yeah,
and Aston Villa basically translates to 3 points.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. we say that. Like,
Yeah, well,
I
most
would have
clubs
said
do.
Arsenal was at
Yeah,
least
yeah,
3 points for you because
No, come on, Aston Villa. Let's be fair.
yeah, definitely. Going into the Champions League, right? That semi-final
Yes.
against Real Madrid.
Yes.
Wow,
Brilliant.
outstanding.
Very, very good. Made them look very ordinary indeed, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought maybe Real Madrid might have put a bit more of a fight in that, but it's just the first leg. I kind of wasn't expecting that anyway. You know, yeah. Did you go 1-0 up first?
1-0 up, yeah,
and then equaliser. But the second leg,
Yes.
move aside. Like,
Yeah. Well, apparently Tuchel's never lost in the Champions League to a Spanish side.
Oh.
Or that actually might be in any European match competition. I know he's never lost to a Spanish side.
Oh,
Tuchel's never lost to a Spanish side.
oh wow. That's a bit of
One fact I do know.
yeah. That's a bit of
That's one I do know.
insurance, then, isn't it? Like
Yeah, so-
reinsurance.
But of course, when you one thing I don't know with you with football, you know when they always give you a fact at the beginning of the game,
yeah,
and they always say they have never. So you think percentage-wise, it's got to happen at some stage, hasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you think-
yeah.
But it is actually Tuchel has never ever lost against the Spanish side.
So obviously you faced City and you beat them 2-1. That was the week after, wasn't it? Was that the week
Yeah.
after the?
Was it 2-1? I thought it was 1-0. I thought.
Yeah, 2-1. What, 2-1?
Was it really?
Yeah,
Oh, well done us.
2-1. Alonso.
Again, yeah, and that's right, yeah, right at the end,
Yeah, the
Alonso,
last
yeah,
final thing, yeah.
a brilliant bit of work by Werner, Timo Werner, who is obviously, as we know, is not become a striker really anymore. He's become a winger,
Yeah.
become more of a winger, more because of his speed. Have you seen the way Timo Werner runs? Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like the road runner.
Yeah.
Top half doesn't move at all.
It's just-
the little legs.
Yeah. It's like of a Terminator. Do you know, like the
Yeah,
what do you
same
call him,
thing.
the liquid guy?
Yeah, like the road runner. Yeah. His top don't move, but his legs move very fast.
And do you know who else is a good player at Chelsea? And just totally rate him is Mount.
Well, yes, he's improved dramatically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This season's been brilliant.
Yeah.
Going into that final though, what's your thoughts on the whole City Chelsea final? Because a lot of people I know that I've talked to have backed City to win that. You've won it before.
Really?
Chelsea have won it before.
Who are they betting it with? You can bet with me, you know.
Yeah.
Why? Oh dear. Well, what can I say? We made the Spanish team, Real Madrid. They looked ordinary, and then we went along and played Man City, and they looked ordinary. It didn't even look as if we were playing a top side. I don't know if that's to do with. I mean, obviously they have an off day. We didn't have a great day against Leicester, but I don't think Leicester made us look ordinary. I think we still played okay.
Yeah.
We got beaten by 1 goal. So, yeah, we can all have bad days. We've only had one. That was against West Brom.
Yeah.
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 But there's the secret there. The thing.
Wow, that wasn't. I didn't see that scoreline coming at all.
After the first few went in, the first thing you noticed is that West Brom were just continuously playing a long ball game, and they were the first team that played the long ball game against Chelsea, and we didn't know. We had no idea what we were doing. No idea. You could see it was self-destruct once it's 3 or 4.
Yeah.
It was all long ball game, and Leicester do play a long ball game as well.
Was that with Tuchel? Was that with?
Tuchel.
Was it with Tuchel?
Yeah.
Like
That was his
say,
first
transition.
That was his first loss.
Yeah.
That was his first loss.
Oh god, and thinking they're coming into that and going, and all his coaching staff going around him and saying, "Yeah, don't worry, it's West Brom there." They were there at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay,
Yeah.
You said it was West Brom. Like,
Yeah.
what have I got into here?
Yeah.
You know?
But they've got Big Sam there now, haven't they? So
Yeah.
there's Big Sam in it. Yeah. And he's clever. But
Big Sam, biggest candidate will probably come to Arsenal.
I think through history we know loads of teams that have through different managers have had a go at the long ball game.
Yeah.
And for some reason the fans crucify him for it. There was one particular club, I know the fans went mad because it went from one manager to another. He went instant long ball game all the time, and all the fans were booing and all the rest of it and everything. It's a risky take.
Yeah.
But basically that's all West Brom did.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what was going on. It was bad. It was bad.
I mean, looking at Chelsea's performance lately, though, I mean, you can't rule Chelsea out of winning that Champions League. You've won it before. City haven't, which is
Correct.
probably the biggest fear that you've got to look into at the moment, is that they haven't won it, and Pep really wants that
He
Champions
wants it, of course he does.
Yeah, I mean, he wants that. That's their treble then.
Yes.
Oh, it's the Carabao Cup, but it's still a
It's still
domestic
trouble.
cup.
Yeah, still trouble. Still trouble.
Yeah.
Still trouble.
Yeah, and I think going into that game, Chelsea have just got to be a little bit wary. Do they sit back and then maybe come out in the second half, or do they go full on attack? But then City, they like their counter attacks, don't they?
Yeah. It's again. It's you can't call this. You can't. You can't. You can't sit 5 minutes before the end. 5 minutes before the beginning of the game and say, "Oh, they're going to win that."
Yeah,
they're going to win that.
No, yeah.
I think it's one that nobody can call. You would say statistically, realistically, Man City have the better side.
Yeah.
They have a better side. They have the better players. And they are not. It's a well-established team as well. Well-established teams, as we know, do well. Once you have a well-established team that are going well, it goes great.
Do you think Lampard could have taken you to this final?
No.
Not even with the same team, no?
No way. Don't think it would have happened.
No?
It's way too early for him. Way too early. I think Lampard might come back sometime in the future once he's done something.
Or come back to Chelsea?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just with a smaller checkbook. He could come back, but this time we're not giving you that much.
I think you find it in many TV interviews. Tuchel has praised Lampard for how he structured things.
Yeah.
For the players that he got. I mean, obviously we've got the German strikers.
Like you say, I think maybe that Lampard, he came in too early.
Correct.
Maybe he should have stayed at Derby.
Yes.
Because look at Derby now.
Yeah.
They're like at the bottom of their league.
Yeah.
I think maybe if they stayed there, he could have pushed them to move up.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's the way they got into the playoffs season before, didn't they?
Yeah.
Obviously they didn't win, but there's always that next season. You know, why completely just go, right, I've had it now and I'm going to move on to my boyhood club, Chelsea, when you've got something already built there and you can improve on that.
Yeah.
You know? He could have been one of them managers that
And again, it would have been a lot better for him. I mean, we're living in an era now. As a Chelsea fan, if I start the season with a manager, I'll be amazed. I'm amazed if he's there at the end of whoever he is.
He could have done a Brian Clough. Do you know what I mean? And brought Derby back to the top league.
Yeah.
But he left Derby too early, I think.
Yeah.
You know, and he kind of seen the money, he's seen his boyhood club, he just took that, snapped it out of their hands.
Well, your lot are went through a bit of a stage of that as well. You had your man for years.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Good or bad, stable team, etc. And then of course now you're going through the merry-go-round.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
We're constant merry-go-round. As I said, I don't know who's going to be our manager next season.
Yeah, but I think Tuchel will be there for a while now. I think if you do win that Champions League, it's going to boost your club massively.
Di Matteo won the Champions League.
Well, yeah, he did, yeah. I see where you're coming from now.
3 months later, he was gone.
Yeah. But that goes to show that the board don't care sometimes.
It's very
Look at Leicester.
frustrating.
And,
it's frustrating.
You know, they sacked their manager just after winning the league.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, sometimes the players have too much to say in their part as well, you know?
Yeah.
It's not fair, I don't think.
Well, the person who brought Leicester into the big public eye as they stand now, because now they're even doing well in cups.
Yeah.
Not only the league.
Yeah.
He's obviously, what's his name, the Tinkerman, ex-Chelsea manager. I remember his name earlier. What was the Tinkerman's name?
Tinkerman?
Yeah, they call him the Tinkerman. He Italian, he was Chelsea's
Conte.
man. Who?
Was it Conte?
No.
Antonio Conte?
No.
No?
Grey-haired guy.
Oh,
I know, it's on the end of my...
Mourinho?
No.
Not Mourinho, Mari.
No.
Always used to wear a jacket.
Always just wear a suit.
Oh, a suit, sorry, yeah, no.
Grey-haired, they call him Tinkerman. He was a Chelsea manager as well. He's the one that won the league.
Shows how much you follow Chelsea.
no, he won the league with Leicester. He's the one that won the league.
Yeah,
with Leicester.
Yeah. But with Chelsea,
but sacked a couple of months later in the next season.
Yeah. Okay, but I think Tuchel, he's too. How can I put it? He seems very relaxed anyway.
Yeah.
He's not an outgoing manager, I don't think.
It doesn't seem to get... he does get very animated during the match.
Yeah, but all managers do, don't they? They all do.
I don't know.
Even Wenger coming to his later years, he wouldn't move off the chair, but he still used to get a bit like pissed off.
Well, I haven't seen Ole Gunnar Solskjaer do much when he's sat in his chair. He doesn't bounce around anyway.
Oh, yeah, no, he is very laid back. And some people would say that he was too laid back and too nice, maybe in the back room. Yeah. That's why they were down at where they were before. They were down at like 14th and that. But
I watched him on the match the other day and got beat by Liverpool. He did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I know people do it different ways, but he's not very animated.
Who do you think then? Who's your top four for next season? Then? If you were to pick four now.
Top four.
Obviously not gluing it in there, but just off the top of your head.
I think probably in the long run, probably Leicester are way above their station and they will drop out.
Mm-hmm.
Your Man City is probably a given. Liverpool, that's a difficult one. I think they might go through turbulent times. It's difficult to say. I think
they could be still in the top four.
I'm amazed with United. Look at the beginning of the season. I'm amazed that United actually made it into the top four this season. But again, it's just steadily results.
Yeah.
You've got to stick with the. It's very difficult because you got some. Not in the old days, you could always say top four big clubs, but now you could say top six, couldn't you? You could say top seven. You can make a case for Tottenham.
Yeah.
You can make a case. My top four, well, I suppose City, United. I think it will be us.
Yeah, I think you might challenge next season.
And another, probably Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool. I'd say Liverpool might be fourth. Yeah.
But will United and Liverpool be affected by all these rumblings that are going on?
This is what I was going to ask you as well. You know the Super League, yeah?
Yes.
It's a lot of surroundings are to do with Arsenal's protest because of it.
Right.
United's are protesting.
Yeah.
Liverpool not so much.
We had a big protest outside.
You had a big protest.
Yeah,
That's what I was going to ask you. Yeah, what was your thoughts on that though? Because would you want to see the board step down?
I think they should have stepped down quicker. The first two teams to step down, apparently, according to the media, was what I'm going by, what I'm told, was City and Chelsea.
Yeah.
They were the first two to say, I think we'll call this a day.
Yeah.
And a lot of other teams followed on.
Yeah.
So I think it was good that we were. I think everybody should have done it together. I think that's probably a bit of a mistake. I think some of the protests, well, the ones up north went a little bit too far. Protesting is fine, that's great, but I think the risk is.
Even Petr Cech even turned up.
I think
see that.
Yeah, I think if Chelsea had done it, I think it would have completely destroyed the club.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to watch it.
Super League.
No.
No.
Wouldn't be interested.
It would destroy.
Would not be interested in the slightest.
Because you're gonna have the same teams every season in that, and they can't drop down and get kicked out.
It's rubbish. It even sounds rubbish.
But let's not. I think it's still going to be up in the air about it in the next few years because these owners will want something to happen. They want it to be too much like American football. Where they have their own Congress League. Do you know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know how all that works. And yeah. But the amount of you see, the thing about it is if you have loads and loads of clubs, you can't just buy one and hope to change how everything works. You can't come in and do that. And I don't think anybody should be allowed to do so. And because they've bought something thinking they can make a load of money at it, and it's proven that at the moment the worst place you can put your money is in a football club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the last place it's goodbye.
Yeah.
So wave goodbye to that. So what's the future? I don't know. It would be a lot better if fans or individuals or it was owned by a different people that didn't have complete control.
Yeah.
It would be better.
Yeah.
But I think the people came into the game for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
They can make. None of these clubs were making money when they bought them. So why buy something that's not making money anyway?
Arsenal have such a bad way of looking at things.
And yet, to be fair, Arsenal were doing very well on that, weren't they? You were the most money savvy club.
Yeah.
For a long time. I don't know how that's going now.
The owner has money. He doesn't put anything into the club.
I'm not up to speed with Arsenal, I'm afraid, on that regard. But I know for a long time, you never spent hardly anything.
No. Oh, look at Wenger. He concentrated on bringing players up through the academy.
Yeah.
He done a good job of it as well.
Yes.
He saved the club money.
Yeah.
For 12 years, Arsenal had to pay back all the money from the stadium. Do you know what I mean? That they loaned out.
Yeah.
They loaned, sorry.
Yeah.
And that took time, so he had to just work with what he got.
Yeah.
All right, there was that big drought as well where we didn't win nothing, but won a couple of FA Cups to the end. But I think Wenger might have had to step down, a bit sooner than he actually did.
The thing is, you've got your stadium done, though, haven't you?
Yeah, no, yeah.
You've got a nice one. Have you seen you haven't seen the picture of our proposed new one?
I've seen it. I've seen the Chelsea. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Maybe we can get like a shot of it up on here.
No.
We'll put it in the middle.
Don't do that. Please don't.
Yeah.
For those of you who have not seen this proposed design of the new Stamford Bridge, it makes it look like a Christmas cake.
It's like a
tin. It looks like something you put in the oven. It's a big
tin box.
It's awful. It looks absolutely horrible.
But sometimes the designs that don't do it justice. When it's been made, it looks a lot better than what it meant to look like.
It would have to look completely different.
But you remember the Tottenham Stadium was being built and everyone was like, it looks like a toilet seat from above.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because of the shape of it and everything. But Tottenham Stadium now is probably one of the best in.
Oh, state of the art. Absolute state of the art. State of the art.
It's brilliant.
See, they actually did a document. Have you seen the documentary on it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. They've even got rooms that change into stuff, don't they?
It's called All or Nothing.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
The pitch slides out.
They have nothing.
Yeah. They have a pitch slide out.
Is
there a joke in there somewhere? I don't know.
The pitch slides out and it turns into like an NFL
Yes.
pitch, doesn't it?
Yep, seen that.
And it goes like right under the car park.
Yeah.
The original pitch goes under the car park
that's
bit
right,
by bit,
yeah.
which is amazing. It's brilliant
It
because
is.
I think they're now finding new ways of bringing money into the club.
Yeah.
You know,
Of
all
course,
we'll rent it
yeah.
out to the NFL because that's where the money is anyway. Like all in this American football stuff, and
Yep.
America wants to come over and do. But at the same time, I can't justify it if you get what I mean.
I think it's a good way.
No, it's a good way of making money, but bringing that kind of stuff over to the UK puts ideas in the owners' heads and goes, oh yeah, I know what we do. We'll break a Super League, you know, because they get all them American ideas, don't they? That's how I think it originates from. Might be wrong. It's my opinion. You know, that's it.
I am very, very glad it didn't happen anyway.
Yeah, no.
Very, very glad.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll end it there, mate. Thank you for coming on the show.
Excellent.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
We need predictions.
Predictions? You want a prediction?
We need yours and mine for the final.
For the final, Man City, Chelsea. Then.
God, I thought you were just about to say Man City something then, Chelsea. Yeah, go on then. I was wondering what you were going to say.
Man City, Chelsea. Oof. I would go... This is based on where my heart wants it to go. I can't see. I don't want to see Chelsea win it.
This is like when your best friend's just about to tell you something you're not going to like.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say 2-1 City.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm sorry, mate, but I think 2-1 City. Go on.
I'm gonna go.
Could be an extra time. Could be a penalty.
The average. I actually think it'll be 1-1.
Go extra time.
I think it'll be 1-1, and I think we will win in extra time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Leicester, if any of you betting for the Leicester game, Leicester won't score a goal.
You don't think they'll score, no?
Leicester will not score a goal. All Leicester need is a clean sheet and they're sorted. That's all Leicester need. If they need a clean sheet, they are just going to sit back. So it's either going to be 0-0 or it's going to be 1-0 Chelsea.
1-0 Chelsea.
It's not going to be a high scoring game.
You're going to get a top 4 spot then. Yeah?
I see a lot of these people. They say, "Oh, what will it be?"
I want to say Chelsea.
They'll go 3-2.
They're not getting in top 4, but I can't speak because we ain't getting anywhere.
Yeah, well, yeah. You've got a long way to go before you can start saying stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
fans have started.
Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Do you have a website or something that people maybe can look up your stuff or?
Oh no, I'm on the Facebook as Astro Trek.
Astro Trek.
Astro Trek on Facebook.
Okay.
It's very, very quiet at the moment. It's not doing much. I have to say, why do I keep looking at it?
A lot of people do.
I keep looking at there going, God, you look alright, idiot. Astro Trek on Facebook.
Yeah.
For anybody who goes and sees it from here, you'll notice it's very quiet at the moment.
What I'll do is I'll drop the link below in the description so they can go straight to your Facebook. Yeah.
But we will be back. Strange enough, we are planning to do something in Melaneros starting on Wednesday in 2 days' time, but it's only basic stuff.
Okay.
But that'll be for the regulars. So anybody wants to come see by the Villa de Conde in Melaneros.
Melaneros, lovely place in Melaneros as well.
Beautiful,
very nice.
very beautiful place. I don't even know if there's any tourists there at all. I don't know, but I'll find out on Wednesday anyway.
Yeah, there's probably a few Germans and Danish and Swedish and that there, aren't there? Like, you know.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't care what nationality they are.
Anything, something get over it.
As long as it's got 2 legs and a wallet.
Yeah. Anyway, cheers guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to One Week Football, and I shall see you for the final Big Prem podcast show with me, Sabi and Adam. It's the last one of the season. It's been a bumpy ride. We've managed to get to the end of the season.
Yes.
Without any flops. Well, when I say without any flops, there's been a few. So like and subscribe, and we shall see you soon. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers, matey. Thanks for having me on.